Hello, my name's May McAdam and I'm studying geography here at the University of Oxford. So I chose geography as my area of study because I like how interdisciplinary it is and I get to learn about loads of different subjects within my subject. So I get to look at geography, politics, maths, English, history, and I get to see how all the connections spread across. When I first came to Oxford, it was quite an intimidating university to come into, like all the architecture and all the people, and it's quite an intimidating reputation. But now that I've come here, I've realised how great the people are, and the tutors really get you integrated into kind of the rest of the college. So I think reading and writing for essays require the most organisation because we get set 1 to 2 essays a week, which means a lot of reading has to go on, so annotating PDFs online and doing my readings and then making sure I'm making good notes from that and using those readings to inform my essay. So I have to plan my days quite well and have them quite structured, otherwise I can fall behind quite easily. So if I were to describe my ideal productivity tool, I would be very simple. It would have alarms and it would have the ability to make lists. So I've recently found a new piece of technology called the XP Pen Magic Notepad, which has been really helpful here in my studies at the University of Oxford. So in my lectures and tutorials, it's amazing for taking notes on the spot. It's also really helpful for planning my days with making mind maps and making lists day to day, and then also making diagrams and doing my maths work. So statistics, for example, I use the pen on the Notes app to write those down, which has been really great. One thing that's really improved my productivity as a student is that using the XP Pen to use it as a whiteboard. So before, when I used a whiteboard, because I'm left-handed, it was really hard and I would rub out a lot of stuff and get ink all over my hand. But being able to make notes and kind of write out what I'm learning without smudging it, it's been really helpful for me. I'd say to any friend that wanted to try it to definitely give it a go, as it's really useful for kind of taking notes, and it's not too distracting as well. So I like the 3 colour modes. So if I'm working outside, for example, on a sunny day, or watching a video like on YouTube for my studies, I will use the bright colour mode because then I can really see the colours vividly. And then when I want to reduce my eye strain and stay more focused and less distracted, I use the e-ink mode, which I find really useful when I'm just studying in the library or in my room, for example. I think it makes a huge difference because there's the ability to have loads of different apps on it, but also I like the one-touch pen feature where I can kind of take notes wherever without having to turn it on or go to the Notes app. So when I'm in lectures, for example, I can quickly take notes without having to turn it on. So what I also really like about the tablet is that there's permanent membership. So for a student, that's really great. And it means I just have to pay for the tablet, and then after that, there's nothing else to subscribe to or pay for. So as someone who really likes to try new things out and explore new things as a student, I think it's a great piece of technology that I would highly recommend to any fellow geography takers or anyone else in university who needs help with organisation.